Hello, this is B. Welcome to a new unboxing time. Today I'm going to be unboxing this Grabie 100 watercolor set. So let's see what we have here. Okay, I ordered this a while ago, and like everything, I don't really have sometimes a chance to unbox things, but here we are. Really happy to unbox this right now. Here it is. So we have 50 regular colors, 35 metallic, 5 fluorescent. I'm really excited about these fluorescent ones because I love using fluorescent art supplies. I usually, well, mostly use markers and highlighters. But moving along, and we also have 10 macaron colors. Ooh, I wonder what those are. Maybe, how you call those, pastel. But yes, so we have here that they're non-toxic and they are good for beginners as well as professional watercolorists. So they're also portable and easy to carry, and this is the premium set. I really love this pattern over here. It's so colorful and cheerful. What else do we have here? On the back we have so the 100 watercolors. Oh, it also has a water brush pen, a pencil, a sponge, and a swatch sheet, which I love having. I love swatching my art supplies. And then more information over here. Okay, so why don't we go ahead and check them out. Okay, so here we have, oh wow, this is a lovely swatch sheet. It's actually watercolor paper. Yes, it's not regular cardstock, which is a totally different experience than swatching or working on watercolor paper. Right there, perfect. Then we have, I'm assuming this will be the let's see, the pen. Yes, and the, oh wow, it's 2 brushes. Did I say 2? Oh, it's actually 3. That's it. Okay, so let me place these to the side. Okay, so we actually have 3 watercolor brushes right there, and I see 2 different sizes. I guess maybe this is travel size. I'm so curious about this one. Right there, and then you can post it over here. Yes. Yeah, you can post it right there. And then this is a flat brush right there. And then a round brush. Kind of looks like an 8, and this looks like a 2 maybe. Nice. I really like that it includes these brushes, and then here is their pencil. It doesn't come branded. These ones, I don't think they come branded either. No. And then we have the sponge right here. And now we have the actual watercolors. I've been trying to get these watercolors for a long while. Wow. And it comes with this little palette right there. Nice. And I'm so curious about the fluorescent colors, which I think are these four. Maybe all of these here. Nice colors. I really like these over here. This pink as well. This looks like a metallic. This one too. Okay, why don't we go ahead and swatch these and let's see how each of the colors look. Okay, so I'm gonna use the flat brush that I provided, and I'm gonna start with the yellow ochre. Okay, I didn't water the pan, the watercolor pans yet, but let's see. Okay, that's a beautiful yellow ochre. Right there. I was looking on the website for their pigment information. I couldn't find specific information. However, they do say that these are art grade watercolors and they are highly pigmented. But I don't really see any other information. But yes, so why don't we keep swatching, and then I think I'm gonna have this as a time lapse, and then we'll see how each of these colors look at the end. And I'm done with the first half of the swatch sheet, and I saw on the website that these are actually the 50 regular colors that they have for this set. And then let me show you here. So this will be the 10 macaron, and then here the 5 fluorescent, and then this will be the 35 metallic color. So we have the best part for me, at least, upcoming. So I'll be swatching these as well, and then we'll see all the 100 colors once they're dry. Okay, so I decided to start with the macaroon section right here, and I'm really loving these colors. They have a spring feel, which I love. I really like, especially like these two here, the candy blue and the candy pink. They are beautiful, as well as this candy green. All of them are actually really nice. So now I'm going to work on the fluorescent colors. Okay, so let's start with a fluorescent purple. Wow, I wouldn't say it's fluorescent, but it's very bright, and it's a beautiful purple for sure. Actually, in real life, the purple does look fluorescent in comparison to what I see on the camera view. But let's start with this one, or let's continue. Okay, this is fluorescent. Oh wow, I love it. Wow, I love this. So happy. This is, I think, the first fluorescent watercolor that I have, I think. Okay, now we go and try the fluorescent pink. Wow, beautiful. Do you see these two? Wow, they're even brighter on in real life. I don't know how it will look after I edit the video, but wow, they look amazing. Really happy with these two. And now we have fluorescent, or wow, I couldn't even finish my sentence. Fluorescent orange. Look at that. I love it. Beautiful. Wow, it's so bright. Okay, now we have the fluorescent yellow. I'm using the other brush. Wow, look at that. Oh, I'm speechless. This is so beautiful. I love fluorescent colors. Beautiful. This one definitely looks a little dark, and I don't know if it's because I put too much water or something, but I'm gonna wait for them to dry and then see how they look dry. But this is just gorgeous. So happy. Okay, so before I continue with the metallic set, I wanted to give you an update of the brushes. They're holding up well. Some of the watercolors, some of the pigments, I guess, they are highly staining, so these two have permanent coloring on them, and I cleaned both of them, and yeah, there's an orange pigment right here, and then this one is green. This one I only used it for the fluorescent yellow, and the color came out right away, so I'm guessing the pigment is not as strong, or it's not highly staining. But yes, so they're holding up very well. I'm really happy with them so far. And now let's continue with the rest. It's gonna be a time lapse. And we are done with the swatching of each of the colors on this set. So like I mentioned before, these are the they call it regular colors right here, right there. They're beautiful colors. I really like the browns, and also the greens are so beautiful. One that I was having issue with is this cobalt blue, and I know that some blues are a bit troublesome, so, and I don't remember if it's cobalt blue usually. So this one I did maybe 3 passes and it was still really transparent. But other than that, I really like all the colors. They really seem very pigmented. But yes. And then for the special colors that I have, so here these are their macaron. They're so cute. I really like the colors. And then right here we have the 5 metallic. They are gorgeous. They are really, fluorescent. They're so beautiful. I'm so happy with these 4. This purple, you can see over here, it's definitely fluorescent right there. And then we have here the metallics. Okay, let's see if you can see there. It's not as obvious. Well, actually now I can see them. They're beautiful. I would say 90% of them really they really have nice metallic dust or shimmer. If you notice here, I did swatch these 6 out of place. But yes, there are some colors I really loved from this metallic set, like this metallic deep green. While swatching, it had like a little, like a lovely greenish black coloring, and the metallic was almost iridescent. So it wasn't just like silver, a flat silver. It was very interesting. Same thing with this one over here, metallic blue gray. It was a beautiful color. What else can I say? Some are really flat, like this one, for example, metallic violet. I don't know. There's barely any shimmer right there. This metallic purple also is very, very beautiful, although the metallic texture is not as obvious. But yes. Oh yeah, another one is the metallic rose and the metallic orange. Also, some of the yellows are quite flat or not as obvious. But yes, overall, I do like the base color of these metallics. And then actually this is the next day, so last night I actually I swatched the metallic watercolors on this black paper. Okay, let me see if I can. Right there. Beautiful. I also did some swatches here for the, I think for the fluorescent. They're quite translucent, as you can see here. And I did I swatched some of the macaroon. Also, they are very translucent as well. But yes, so it was very much fun to swatch these. I also did some swatches here. If you watch my previous videos, especially the ones about inks, fountain pen ink related videos, I'm looking for the perfect brown ink. So, and I guess inspired by that, I started swatching all the browns that are in this set. These are not really browns, but I don't know, I just wanted to see if they look brownish or not, especially on this paper. This is a Hobonichi Avec, I think, from, what year is this? 2022. I also swatch here the fluorescent colors and use the black, since I usually don't use black. Right there. And then what else did I do? Oh yes, and then also here, this is actually what I started working on first as soon as I finished swatching these little characters. And I use a combination of the fluorescent with a metallic, as you can see there. With some of the browns as well as some of the blues. Oh, and I use their pencil. Nothing really special about the pencil, but you know, it's really nice to have, I guess, a free pencil. Right there. But yes, I also like the brushes. They are for the most part very sturdy. They're very well loved now. And what else did I use here? I think that's it. Oh yes, no, the other two items that comes on the set. Let me move this. So I use the this palette right there. I really like this because it was placed on my table and it was just there, so I wanted to mix. Oh, I didn't show that. I wanted to mix. Okay, so from the brown swatch that I did, obviously this is not a brown, but by the yellow gray, I really like this color. It kind of reminded me of this ink that I swatched last time from Ferris Wheel Press, Oyster Hour, I think it is. I haven't compared it yet to see if it's actually the same or similar color, but I don't know why it reminded me to that. So, and when I read it in yellow gray, I was like, you know what, they do have a yellow and a gray, so let me swatch those. So I started, this is their gray, and they have these three yellows. I don't know if they consider this one a yellow, but I started with this one. I think it's called bright yellow, and then this is, I think, orange yellow. Let me see on the swatch card. No, yeah, bright yellow, and then this is permanent yellow. So I thought that this will be a better match with the gray. The gray is right here. So this is the color that inspired this swatching session. Yellow gray, and then so this is the combination of their gray with the bright yellow. And then over here, as you notice, like first of all, they didn't mix that well, and it's definitely brighter and more definitely yellowish than this. So I use their permanent yellow instead, as you can see here and here, and it's a little closer. So since I ran out of space, I was wondering if maybe the orange yellow may be a better match. But since the Hobonichi paper, even though it's strong and really good for watercolor and even, you know, inks, as you can see here, there's some texture, like something, I don't know why it started getting like a little bit weird here. So I decided to stop there, and then I was thinking of using one of my watercolor paper pads, but then I was like, you know, why don't I use one of my Mosseri sketchbooks? This is a watercolor, one of the watercolor paper sketchbooks, and this is the spiral bound. I ordered this a while ago. I don't know if they come like this now, but yes, so this is beautiful watercolor paper. So what I'm thinking on is, you know, continue playing with colors and see, you know, if I want to do some more investigation with these watercolors, or any watercolors I can play over here. I also was thinking on when I saw this swatch card, I don't know, I just wanted to, it made me want to group them by color, or group them better, at least this section, or maybe even all of them, I don't know yet. But so what I did is first see if it was possible. So let me show you. As you can see, you can remove these panels that contain each of the pans, and then with my palette, now over here, I went I think this is the color that I removed. I think they're just glued either with like a special glue, or maybe just water right there. So you can see there. So what I'm thinking is just taking all the colors and then group them better, at least, you know, something that I like to see. But yes, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm going to swatch them over here by color group, just to see I don't know, any differences. I mean, obviously they're gonna be different, but I just want to group them like I did for the browns over here, right there. So I'm gonna do something similar here on my Mosseri watercolor paper. But yes, so I'll be back. Oh yes, so like I was saying before, so I use this palette to mix the gray and the yellow right there. So they are very staining, as you can see here. I also use this sponge on top of the palette to help me with the water. This moved a lot, so and I didn't want to hold it, so what I used instead was my tray with my towel to clean, and I also placed it over here so it doesn't move, so that also helped. But yes. Okay, so I rearranged the pans right here and then swatch them right here just to help me visualize, because not all colors will look the same as they look on the pan, so it's very important to swatch on paper. And I already have made some notes of things that I'm gonna move. I also put numbers just to help me rearrange things right here too. So what I'm gonna do now is rearrange them and place them here, and hopefully that will work. And then I'll do another swatch to see if everything matches, and yeah. And I'm done swatching, I think. No, I'm not done, because I'm ready to set up the new swatch sheet, at least for this section of the watercolor set. Right there, just so that I can have a visual reference of the colors that I have here, since I moved the original arrangement that they had here. As a reminder, this is how the palette look for this Grabie watercolor set for the regular watercolors. So before I start swatching here, let me just show you the many iterations that I had. So this is the latest one. I already made these changes, these two. So I started with these. Right there, and then I think after that I usually jump around. So yeah, I think this is the second iteration. I think here I was like, I had a vision of what I wanted to see. I misplaced these browns here, for example, so I decided to move them somewhere in the orange section. And then I didn't really like how the greens look here, so I decided to move the blues and have them after the purples, and then have the greens at the end with these grayish black watercolors. It's not this one, not this one. There's another one before these two. Yeah, this one. This one was a quick swatch, because I think I already made I was making a mental note that I wanted to make that switch, but before making the switch, I wanted to see it on paper, because before this everything was set. I thought that I had the arrangement, at least where each color was going, like each color set. But then from here I made this quick swatch, and I even miss some of the colors, but I just wanted to see how it visually will look. And I really like this, like I mentioned. So all the yellows with the browns, and then orange to red, and then pink to purple, and then to blue, and then to all the greens, and then the gray and the black. And then these two are the latest two. I think this is, I was close to where I wanted the colors to be arranged, so I made slight modifications. As you can see here, I wrote down some notes, and then from there I think this is the last one that I swatched, and then I also made some modifications. And I don't think I'm gonna swatch after this. What I'm gonna do is have the final swatch here, and that's it. So for this swatch card, I just measured it based on the original one, and I made a slightly bigger based on the space here. Right there, and then also based on the actual pants over here, I made small pencil sketches with my mechanical pencil. And yeah, so I think I'm set. I'm not gonna write down the names because I have the names here, or maybe I will write down the names. I'm not sure yet. I usually don't really pay attention to the names when I paint, and since I have a reference over here, I think that will be good enough. I'm not sure. Sometimes I do find that I need the names, so we'll see. But yes, I'm gonna swatch this now. And we're done. Beautiful. And here's a close-up of the colors. They're still drying. Right there. Somehow, after all of this swatching, I realized that I liked swatching here better on my Hobonichi. I don't know why. Maybe the paper? Maybe just like, I don't know, I feel more, I don't know, less precious and more loose when I do swatches here, or anything in general, unless it's journaling. When it comes to journaling, I tend to freeze on my Hobonichis. So but if it's something like swatching or just playing with my art supplies or trying a new ink, or in this case like these watercolors, I don't know, it's definitely I don't know, it's just a different experience. But yes, so, and I tend to also like swatching on watercolor paper, and I love swatching my watercolors, but this time around it was a little different. But yes, I really like this color set. They are beautiful purples, and I think this is indigo. Here, let me double check. Yeah, that's indigo. I really like that color. Definitely the cobalt blue, it's quite transparent, as you can see here. But moving along with the colors that I like here, the raw amber, I think this is a raw amber. Yes, this is the raw amber. Actually, I like the brown better. Right there, this is the brown. I also love their yellow gray right there. And another color, I usually don't like reds, but I love this red over here, alizarin red, which is right here. Now it's a lovely red. I wonder what pigments goes in there. I'll try to include I think that there is at least one channel that I follow that the artist goes over different pigments by brand. So, and she has a lot of information about the pigments that each color has. So I'll definitely include that. But yes, I love this watercolor swatch exercise of rearranging colors. I usually don't rearrange colors, I just leave them as they are. But for some reason, I don't know, I just felt like I wanted to arrange those on this set. And then if you can see here the difference right here, I would say like this color range here I really like. Maybe they would have done the same for the greens and the blues and the rest. I would have been okay. But for some reason I just didn't like this arrangement. So yeah, I was debating between like going like, instead of going starting from, you know, each row like this, of going like this. So it doesn't really matter. I think I'm really happy with this setup. So now I'm ready to play more with this set. But yes, thank you so much if you join me until the end of this video. Hopefully it's not that long, and hopefully you like this swatching session on my Hobonichi and here on this new swatch card. And again, I really like that they include this swatch card with all the names. It really helps on this beautiful watercolor paper right there. And I love these metallics and the macaron and the fluorescent colors, especially the fluorescent colors. I love fluorescent colors. And by the way, this is just an XL Canson watercolor paper. That's usually the paper that I use for swatching anything. Yeah, even pencils I swatch on this watercolor paper. Thanks again for joining me today. Bye bye. Have a wonderful day.